to Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. Hey, lady.
Hey, how are you, Hunty?
I am good. So today we are talking about destiny fulfillment. So when you think about destiny fulfillment, what do you think about?
I think it's something that comes from within. I think if you don't have healing inside, then it's hard for you to fulfill your destiny, because it's like you got to get the spirituality together, you got to get the health together, something that you're always trying to work on, because, you know, we like to eat wrong and all that stuff. So when we eat wrong, from what I can hear, you know, long term, I don't know what's going to be for our life. Like, you know, will we live to see the 90-ish? Like, we want, like, do you want to be 90?
That's a tough question.
Do you want to be, I think about all the ailments and stuff that I have when I get 90, and I'm like, do I really want to be that old, or do I just want to be like 70?
Well, I guess you want to live as long as you can on Earth, whether you're sick or not. I mean, living to the longest. My grandma lived to 92. Did your grandma live to
96.
Right, so they lived for a long time, so I guess we should want to go after them. So hopefully their destiny was fulfilled.
Right.
So today's guest, I think they've been around here feeling their destiny. So our first guest we're going to have is Mrs. K.C. Mills. She is an international best-selling author. And who else have we got on the show today?
Well, we have Monica Bay, and she is the healer in heels.
Wow.
The healer in heels. And she also specializes in hypnosis. So I cannot wait to hear what she has to talk about.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. And you know we are always giving you the nuggets on everything you need to get your destiny fulfilled. So you better not leave, because we will be right back, and we're going to jump right into it. We'll be right back. We at Gwen's Business Corner would like to thank our proud sponsors, Expert Tax Service LLC and Pretty Boss Hair. And you can watch Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B every first and third Monday on Fox 54. I am Deonta B. Hey y'all, tax season is just around the corner. We here at Expert Tax Service want you to know that it is not too early to start sorting out all of your important documents that might affect your taxes. Some good news, Expert Tax Service will be offering refund advance loans up to $5,000. To learn more about our tax company, visit experttaxservices.com and follow Expert Tax Services on Facebook for upcoming tax tips and news. See you soon.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishdeals.com for more information.
If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
So, welcome back. On today's show, we're talking about destiny fulfillment. And our first guest, we have Mrs. K.C. Mills. She is an international best-selling author. Hey, K.C.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Welcome to GBC.
Thank you for having me.
So, we jump right into it, girl.
Okay.
So, tell us a little bit about your publishing company. You a best-selling author. You say you got a whole lot of books under your belt. So tell us how you got started and what was the inspiration in becoming an author.
Okay, so my journey to being an author wasn't traditional. I was not one of those people that woke up one day and said, I really want to be an author. I've always had an interest in writing, but never really could visualize myself writing full-length novels. But when that became an option, I jumped right in, full speed ahead. I wrote my first book, was tired of, traditional work settings, and sent it in. It was published, and here I am 102 books later, with 90 of those being bestsellers.
Okay,
and in the pursuit that I went through to become an author, I decided, okay, let's help others.
Right.
So we started a publishing company, which is one of the top urban romance fiction publishing companies that exist right now.
Wow. Somewhere everybody wants to be, that's an author.
Yeah, that's so often. Like everybody on the show be an author.
Yes. So you just said it, but I want to make sure that the viewers hear it. You have 90 bestseller books.
90 bestseller books. It's one of those weird things, but it happened.
I know, it's amazing. So tell us, like, your most successful book. What was the inspiration for it? Because I know you've written so many. When you have bestsellers, then it's like, what is that book that's just the it book? What was the
Truthfully
inspiration for that?
speaking, the foundation of all my books are relationships. Relationships invoke emotions, and everyone, no matter who you are or where you are or what you are, can relate to emotions. They are universal. So that's the foundation of all my books. And with every book that I write, those emotions are what you walk away remembering, the feelings, the emotional roller coasters that they take you on. So everything else weaved in the background is a part of it, but the foundation of every bestseller and my most favorite of all would be the relationships.
Okay. Interesting.
So I just said it, just about every guest that comes on our show has author in their bio, but you have 90 bestseller books. So what would your advice be to someone who is pursuing being an author? What are some techniques that they can do for promotional and marketing standpoint to become a best-selling author?
First and foremost, I say be a brand, because you can have all the talent and knowledge in the world, but if you cannot present yourself in a business-minded way, then people will not support you. If they respect you, they respect your brand, they will support you. So that first and foremost, that I'd say be a brand. And then on top of that, you just have to truly understand that you are a reflection of your work, and your work is a reflection of you. Always put out your best work. Research, read, do everything that you need to do to always put out your best work, and then just go full speed ahead. Find every avenue that has a resource for you in order to perfect your craft and do what you need to do to get to that top-selling career as an author.
Okay. So let's take you back to the journey. The very beginning, when you first set out to become an author. What were some of the challenges that you faced when you first got started? And I mean, we're looking at the result of 100 books, which, I mean, people can only dream about even thinking of material to write 100 books. So,
for me personally, I would say the biggest challenge was balancing business and family, because I'm a mother and a wife first.
right.
So it's trying to find that balance between, writing takes a lot. It's a mental thing. I'm in my head a lot. So I also have my husband and my children who need my time, which means that the creative process gets interrupted. So finding that balance, I say, was the biggest challenge, and still a big challenge for me now, because I have to be able to maneuver through life and make sure, because I've committed to presenting my talent to the world as well as running a business, but I'm also a wife and a mother. So that's the biggest challenge, I would say.
So, as far as an author goes, and we're talking about income, what is like the average income, or what should I say better? What should a person expect when it comes to making income when they in pursuit of being an author?
That's a hard question to answer, because from a publishing standpoint, I have some of my authors that are in the lower spectrum of the income, and then some that can totally make it a career. They don't have to work another job. So really it depends on your commitment level. And the biggest part of being successful is the consistency and the commitment to constantly putting yourself out there. I have some authors that would like to be career authors, but they function as hobby authors.
Okay.
So it's just your level of commitment. You can be very successful at it. I am a success story. We, have gotten to that point where it is a career. I'm a career author, but it just depends on that commitment level. When I first started, I was 24/7 writing consistently. So you can be on that lower spectrum or you can be on that higher spectrum. It just depends on your commitment level. So for anyone trying to get into it, I'd say if you want to be successful, you have to have the commitment to it.
That's a good cool answer.
It is. Talking about destiny fulfilled.
Right.
So you participate and you do training boot camps, and you're a speaker. so many different things in that training spectrum. Why do you feel that it's important for you to do these speaking engagements, and what are some of the knowledge that you bring when you do these speaking engagements in camp?
I would say the importance of that is, for me personally, my journey wasn't traditional. I became an author. I've only been doing this for 3.5 years.
Wow.
So that's something a lot of people don't know. So my success was instant and immediate. So for the training boot camps and speaking engagements, there are thousands of other people out there who may have the same non-traditional journey that I had.
Right.
And when I embarked on it, there weren't resources. I didn't know where to go or what to do, so I had to learn by trial and error. So I feel it's my duty to present that to them, and I have the knowledge and I have perfected a system that works in order to reach your level as an author. So if you put the time in and you follow the system, you can be successful at it, and that's what I have to offer, and I feel it's my duty to present that to those who are looking to be where I am.
Follow the system.
So you have a publishing company, you're not just an author.
Absolutely.
So if someone's looking to get their book published, because people do self-publishing, but everybody's not cut out to do self-publishing. So if somebody was looking to get, published through your company, what are some steps they would need to take?
First of all, I would say get your best work together for submission, and then reach out, send a submission. We are very understanding that there are first-time authors and there are established authors. So you don't have to be afraid that I'm going to send this in and, oh my God, they're absolutely going to hate it. So get your work together, send in a submission. The website for the publishing company is supremeworkspublications.com. supremeworkspublications.com, very long. So reach out, send in a submission, and try your hand at it. If it's for you, it's for you, and nothing can take that away from you.
Okay. Sounds good.
So with that being said, tell the viewers how they can find you. How can they keep up with all these boot camps, this training, publication, the next book about relationships, because everybody needs help with that.
Absolutely.
So tell them how they can follow you.
I am on Instagram and Twitter at authorkcmills.com, and my website is authorkcmills.com, and you can find me there. Follow me, look me up.
Well, there you have it. And coming up next, we will have Monica Bay, who is the healer in heels, and she is going to talk to us about hypnosis. And you see, we are just getting started because we just talked about publication, relationships, getting your destiny fulfilled. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B, so you better keep it locked because we'll be right back, and we're going to keep you going with those nuggets. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hey y'all, tax season is just around the corner. We here at Expert Tax Service want you to know that it is not too early to start sorting out all of your important documents that might affect your taxes. Some good news, Expert Tax Service will be offering refund advance loans up to $5,000. To learn more about our tax company, visit experttaxservices.com and follow Expert Tax Services on Facebook for upcoming tax tips and news. See you soon.
What sets you apart from everyone else? How important is your individuality? Are you a trendsetter who sets the trend, or are you content with following the footsteps of others? When you look back, will you be able to say you made an impact on the culture, or will you just be another face in the crowd? Different is the new cool. The world is a backdrop. Visit us at modishstills.com for more information.
Welcome back. So if you're just tuning in, we are talking about destiny fulfillment, and we are trying to help you tap into your fulfillment. And we have with us Monica Bay, who is a healer in heels.
Yes.
Welcome, Monica.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So we just like to get right into it so we can get into the nuggets. And so I want you to tell the viewers, what was the inspiration behind you leaving your lucrative career to step out on faith and basically become a healer in heels?
Wow. It's kind of a long story, so I'm going to try to shorten it. But basically, it all started with, I was a vice president of a finance company, and I was in that position or in that field for about 13 years, and I started in my early 20s. And so I was one of the youngest executives in my field. And basically what I did was I ran myself into the ground. I was chasing money, chasing success, and my body started breaking down. And I literally could not, I was at a point where I couldn't walk.
Wow.
I was diagnosed with a lot of different things. They thought I had MS, they thought I had lupus, I had partial paralysis in my hands. And this was just literally my body was breaking down. And then so through some discovery, and my sister who's a therapist kind of helped me figure out that it was really just stress that was causing this to my body. And then at that point I realized what stress does to the body. I did my own research and came back to my own healing ability, because I'm a natural healer. I've always been able to heal with my hands since I was a child. It's a spiritual gift that I have. And so I kind of remember that, because sometimes you need to remember your power. So I was brought back to the remembrance of my power, and that I just need to heal myself. And so I took myself off all the medication, healed myself, and in 6 months I was perfectly fine. And then it took a couple more years before I actually left corporate America, but that was kind of the catalyst that brought me to the point of leaving, because after that I started to develop my gifts more and started to develop, you know, just kind of all the tool sets that I have. And then when I felt like I was able to actually leave and still be able to make a good amount of money doing what I'm doing now, at that point then I was like, okay, it's time to leave. And there was fear involved, of course,
Right.
because it was definitely a big, you know, leap of faith, but I took that leap and I haven't looked back.
Wow, that's amazing, because you know so many people do not believe that stress, like, I hope that you guys heard that, because she said that stress was breaking her body down.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just do not think it's stress. We always think it's something else.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's very interesting.
Okay, so you have a certification, and I keep getting the word wrong, as a Reiki master.
Yeah. Reiki master.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we're talking about destiny fulfilled. So tell the viewers what exactly that is, and tell them, like, for a lot of people do a lot of things in that field, how they can get started in that.
Okay. Well, a Reiki master, so Reiki, first of all, is it's an energy healing methodology that originated in Japan thousands of years ago. So this is just an ancient healing method, and it's very similar to faith healing that a lot of people are aware of. And in that, you become a conduit as a Reiki practitioner. You become a conduit for this universal energy, God energy, whatever you want to call it, that kind of just passes through you. And then you're able to direct it to a particular person that you're trying to heal. And that energy, then the human body naturally knows what to do with that energy, because it's a natural energy. So then when it receives that energy, it just automatically knows what to do with it and starts to bring the body back into balance. Because anytime you're ill, there's always an imbalance. So when you're well, your body is balanced. There's equilibrium. When you're ill, there's imbalance. And so the body's always trying to bring itself back to balance. And that's kind of the premise of Reiki. And so a Reiki master, there's 3 levels of certification. And so the master level is the highest level. So I've reached to be able to call myself a Reiki master. So in order for people that are interested in becoming that, there are a lot of Reiki practitioners out there, Reiki teachers out there. I'm also a teacher. I don't particularly do it right now, though, but anyone who's a master is able to teach as well. But there's a lot of, you can just Google it. There are a lot of, Reiki masters out there that do teach, and then, you're able to receive a certification. But I will say that Reiki is one of the healing methods that I use. I actually use a lot of different healing methods within my own. I have created my own healing modality that is my own personal technique that I use that allows me to be able to heal people very quickly through some very serious issues, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. So pretty much everything that encompasses the human experience. So I mix my natural healing abilities that I've developed into stronger tools over the past 20 years. I use that coupled with Reiki, coupled with African and Native American shamanism, coupled with Qigong, coupled with pranayama. Well, these are all. So that's okay. These are all healing modalities from around the world.
Okay.
Basically, and so there are different techniques from all around the world, because when you look at what everyone is doing around the world in this type of space, a lot of people are doing very similar things, just in different ways. And so I kind of have studied all of them and borrow them borrow different things from different practices to create my own that is very effective. Yeah, it's just being well studied and mastering your skill. That's all.
Wow. I'm still trying to understand the names that she just threw out
Yeah,
there.
sorry about that.
That made our eyes like,
Well, you know what? That means she know her stuff.
She know.
She sounded like she knew what she was talking about.
She's an expert.
Anybody who is in that area
Yeah.
and studying that area, they knew what she was talking about. That's
They-
important.
So you talked about it a little bit, because I mean, you just getting right into telling us some of the services. Like I'm sitting here, like, okay, everybody needs this.
Let me see what I'm gonna get my.
So what are some of the services that you provide, especially for someone who's dealing with negative energy, they can't find their purpose, and I mean, they're just trying to, like you said, rid themselves of some of the things that are preventing them from getting their destiny fulfilled? What are some of the services that you offer for that?
Well, actually, I'm very serious about all of my services are surrounded around helping people live a purpose-driven life, because that is my main thing. I believe that when you are living a purpose-driven life, then that's when you reach fulfillment. If you're not living in your walking in your purpose, you're not going to have fulfillment. And so I focus everything around that. But as far as the services and how I do that, I usually start with energy healing, because that way I'm able to really tap into people and see what's holding them back and get rid of those things that are holding them back. Because I'm not of the opinion that you need to necessarily manage things your whole entire life. I'm of the opinion and of my experience and the success that I've had is you don't have to manage it. You can actually discover what that is and get rid of it so that you don't have to continue to deal with it, and it's something that, you know, just sticks with you forever. So there's that, just removing that first through the energy healing, and then using this new technique that I've discovered or that I've invented called the soul revelation method. And so what that is basically a way for your soul to reveal itself to you. So through that method, you can find out why you're here.
Wow.
You know, what is your purpose? Why are you here? Are you on the right track? And you can find this all out in one session. And so it's amazingly profound for my clients when they experience this, because I mean that's a question that all humanity has had forever, is why am I here? And you know, what is my purpose?
Right.
And you're able, and people go their entire lives without knowing that answer. But through this method, I'm able to get people those answers in one session. And then, so that's not the end though. As soon as they get the answer, then there's a bunch of other questions, right? Because it's like, okay, now I know why I'm here.
Right.
What am I going to do about it? So then after we get that becomes kind of a foundation of everything else that we do when I work with them. So we discover why they're here, and then based on that, then I help them move forward. Okay, how do we get you where you're supposed to be? Based on where you are now. And you know, does that mean a job change? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And if it does, how do I get you there? And how do we go there together? And so that's when the purpose alignment coaching comes in as well, which is, you know, me helping them align their purpose with every area of their lives. Because I believe that your purpose should be aligned with every area of your life. It's not just about your career. It's also about your family. It's about your spirituality. It's about your relationships, romantic and just platonic relationships. So it's really about everything. And so I'm more, you know, about the holistic healing and the holistic transgression or transformation.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting. So, what are some of the challenges that you faced in your area of expertise?
Well, I'm challenged all the time, and the reason why is because most of my challenge comes when I'm healing people, because I'm about finding the root cause, and every person is individual. So it's not one formulaic way of saying, okay, you have this problem, this is what's causing the problem. There's always a discovery process. And so every time I am healing someone or I take on a new client, there's that discovery process of what is it that's holding you back. And sometimes it's easy to find that, sometimes it's not. Sometimes I have to use my other tools that I have available to me to dig in and get those answers. But I will say, knock on wood, there's no wood here, but I'm gonna knock on this, that I've never had a person come to me with a problem that I couldn't fix. So that's, you know, and I've been doing this for a living now for about 6 years. And so I haven't had anyone, come to me with a problem that I couldn't fix. So I have enough tools available to me that I can, if I'm unable to, or if in the beginning I may be having a little difficulty trying to get to that root cause, I have a lot of tools available to me that, okay, if that's not getting me to the root cause, then I can use all these other tools to get there, and then get rid of those causes.
Wow, I'm just amazed. So tell the viewers how they can keep up with, because I know me and Gwen are just like in awe. We're just in awe. We're like consultation time. So tell the viewers how they can keep up with you, how they can tap into living a purpose-driven life and fulfill their destiny. So how can they follow you?
Okay. Well, you can follow me on social media at The Real Monica Bay, and also my website, monicabay.com. And you can book a free consultation on the website as well.
So we're going to have to cut to commercial break, but you better stay tuned because we are still talking about how to get your destiny fulfilled. You better stay tuned. We will be right back. This is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. If you would like to be a show guest, contact us on Facebook at Gwen's Business Corner, or you can email us at gwenbusinesscorner@gmail.com.
So welcome back. That was an awesome show, Dee.
It was. I mean, we had the healer in heels. I mean, she was talking to you, telling us how to really get our destiny fulfilled because, I mean, like we talked about, it's within. Right. And she is really ridding you of everything, negative energy. And then, I mean, we had our author, 90 books.
Right.
I mean, and people don't think about what you read, what you feed in your body. It does prevent you. If you put in negative things, if you're reading negative things, it's like you're preventing your destiny from being fulfilled. But I think they really helped the viewers. They gave some great nuggets about getting your destiny fulfilled. I mean, it was just amazing.
I agree, but honey, y'all need to get y'all taxes fulfilled. Y'all got 15 more days, okay? So get your taxes done. We're still doing taxes at Expert Tax Service, location Macon Road, Stone Mountain, Georgia. You still can submit your information at www.experttaxservices.com. And we about to be out here, but you can follow me, Gwennetta Wright, at Gwennetta Wright on all social media outlets. And you can go check my website out at www.gwennettawright.com. D?
Well, you can find me at all social media outlets at therealdeontayv.com. And The Real Deonta B. And I mean, this is Gwen's Business Corner with Deonta B. And we hope you enjoyed the show. And we hope you fulfill your destiny. We just wish you peace, love, and happiness. And we are out of here. Peace.